Hello and welcome back to the Chapter of the Dragons, also known as the Elsweyr expansion. Now, before my journey continues on, I just want to say two things. One, as of right now, I will be sticking with the regular recording through the PlayStation instead of broadcasting because I do not have the right equipment to broadcast, and if you cannot stand how I record, you're just gonna have to stick with it because this is basically how I record through the PlayStation. And two, soon I will be uploading Monster Hunter World videos because the Iceborne expansion is coming out and I'm really excited for it. So stick around to these videos that I have. So without further ado, let's get to my exploration.
A meeting with my half-sister. Why didn't I think of that?
Yes, why didn't you think of that, Tharn?
A parley with Euraxia is a capital idea. I'll send word to Rimmon to expect us. I imagine my half-sister will treat us as befits my station and agree to the meeting. Attend to any other matters if you must, then see me when you're ready to leave. It just so happens I already have one. It involves distracting my half-sister with wit, charm, and words she barely comprehends. Oh, and you. Euraxia never could resist a pretty face. You'll pretend to be my bodyguard and personal valet.
You want me to become your attendant?
Consider it obfuscation to hide your true purpose. We don't want to give Euraxia a reason to react poorly to overtures of reconciliation. Not that I expect to reach an accord, but still. Meet me in Rimmon and we'll enter the palace together.
Alright.
Go on, go on. I'm capable of traveling to Rimmon on my own.
You know, the thing is, I really kind of miss entering the Alliance War, and I was hoping that I could, like, enter Citadel, but the issue is there is so much content that you gotta deal with a lot of technical issues. Crashes, freezing, frame rate issues, lags, etc., etc. It's just not it's not getting any better. I'm telling you, more content brings in less functionality, and then the developers say that the game's been patched, but you still have that same experience. Not similar, same experience. It's not getting any better. I'm telling you, trust me, I've experienced it before, I've dealt with it before, and I still gotta deal with it. In fact, I've just recently experienced a lag, and I barely did anything when I just started playing the game. So, just wanted to clarify that.
I expected sorrow and despair, but the situation here goes beyond even my prophetic inklings.
What are you talking about? Rimmon looks peaceful to me.
On the surface, yes. But peace through tyranny provides false harmony. Euraxia uses fear and threats of violence to keep the Khajiit in line, making them second-class citizens in their own province. It appalls me to think Euraxia and I are related.
Fear and threats of violence.
It would be better if I showed you. Follow me and I'll demonstrate the true depths of my half-sister's villainy. Her grip on Rimmon is far tighter than it appears.
I mean, well, it's not the first time I've seen it similarly, but why not? Tour me.
Very well. But what I'm about to show you isn't for the faint of heart. Follow me.
Oh, please, I've done with these things before.
Have you ever visited a Rimmon workhouse? They treat the Khajiiti workers worse than slaves.
Worse than slaves, you say? Like the House Telvanni. Worse than the House Telvanni.
It's that building over there. For most of Rimmon's Khajiit, it's the only job available to them.
Seriously? Guess I can't really talk to them.
The workhouse serves to snare the poor and the destitute, those who fall behind on their debts. They come here to find employment and earn a decent wage, but the costs deducted to pay for room and board leave them worse off than they were before. One of the first things Euraxia did after declaring herself queen was to institute tariffs and fines that apply only to Khajiit citizens. No one else needs the workhouse. A cruel tactic, but
There's nothing the Khajiit can do? Well, except for me.
the Rimin Khajiit? No. Any complaints incur fines for causing a public disturbance or some other inane ordinance. No one wants to risk falling even further into debt. It's ingenious. Monstrous, but ingenious.
That's slavery.
Oh, Euraxia is clever. She pays the Khajiit, and the workhouse isn't technically a prison. On the surface, it appears to be a place that helps society's unfortunates, but underneath, it's slavery without any of the uncomfortable trappings.
Well, I mean, you can't really call it slavery if you're getting paid. I mean, in Vaudeville, the Khajiit and Argonians never get paid. They are actual slaves. Anyways, let's move on.
Now, let's visit the Rimin marketplace.
Seriously, I really don't think it's as bad, but it's not anywhere good either. How's stuff on me?
Take a look around. Business seems to be thriving, but appearances can be deceiving. It may be hard to see, but the Khajiit merchants struggle to keep their stalls open, while the less bestial business people rake in the profits. Euraxia would have you believe it's a matter of work ethic, but we know better.
So, the Khajiit merchants are being treated unfairly. Is that what you're implementing?
Unfairly doesn't begin to cover it. Khajiit merchants must deal with high tariffs, extra inspection fees, costly licenses. Euraxia's squeezing them for every piece of gold imaginable. She even instituted a fur tax.
A fur tax?
On the surface, it seems reasonable to make Khajiit pay for extra inspections to ensure their fur isn't getting into the products they sell. And while they do shed, it's just another way to discriminate against the rightful citizens of this land.
Seriously, where's the main when you need him? Or her? Can I be main? I would totally like to be main. I'm a Khajiit. Let's keep moving.
Come along. I want to show you the improvements Euraxia made to the palace wall.
Improvements, you say? More like disastrous.
See the trebuchets? Notice how they're aimed into the city below. See how the siege weapons sit upon the walls? When it comes right down to it, you're looking at the secret of my half-sister's success.
You call that success?
How else do you think Euraxia maintains order and keeps the Elsweyr defense force at bay? She declared publicly, and has repeated often, that any attempt to liberate Rimin will see her unleash the full fury of the siege weapons upon the city.
Euraxia, she would not. She would not. I will not let her do that.
If Euraxia can't have Rimin, then neither can anyone else. She'd destroy the city in a heartbeat if she thought she was in danger of losing control. Of course, she tells her non-bestial subjects that only the Khajiit districts are targeted.
Can they really target the weapons at price precisely?
Absolutely not. But the lie makes her supporters feel better. The Khajiit know that even a peaceful protest could result in the destruction of Rimin. So far, no one has dared to challenge Euraxia's will in this matter, and for good reason.
Oh, well, there's only one person who can challenge her. And that is me, the vestige.
When we get to the palace, let me do the talking. As the Elder Tharn, I'll demonstrate my dominance over Euraxia and negotiate a cessation of hostilities.
Ah, here come Queen Euraxia's guests now.
I don't like the looks of these meddlers. I say we feed them to the dragons and be done with it.
Is that Cadwell?
I know you. I saw you through the soul-shriven's eyes. You were with the fool who thinks himself the shining knight of Sirad. If only he knew what a monster I was. The horrors of Cold Harbor pale before my heinous deeds.
Are you Cadwell's head?
I am my own head, yes. I am the hero of Sirad and the villain of Elsweyr, the champion of the Third Nedic Massacre and the Dark Knight they call the Betrayer.
This isn't the Cadwell that I know of.
Of course not. I am the genuine article, much more real than a disembodied soul given shape in the flesh cauldrons of oblivion. But why do you presume to talk to me? I have killed greater beings than you for much, much less.
Oh, really? I doubt that, based on my adventures.
Came to that conclusion by yourself, did you? That's what they called me. It has a certain ring to it, but I always preferred my more grandiose titles. Champion, Slayer, Dark Knight. When I am made whole, the cats will pay for what they did to me.
So you're Abnur Tharn's bodyguard and valet. Not what I expected. I assume you want to follow your master into the Queen's inner sanctum, huh? I'll allow it. But first, I want to gauge the measure of your marrow.
You're a necromancer? God, I hate necromancers.
I am Queen Euraxia's chief necromancer. You may call me Zumog Foom. The other grave callers answer to me. And this is my familiar and confidant, Sir Cadwell the Betrayer.
Oh, the one that I was just talking to recently.
Ah, yes. The Betrayer saw you when it looked through the soul-shriven's eyes. The creature you know is a pale shadow of the Dark Knight that once walked these lands. I exhumed his remains and reanimated him. Well, his head, it was all I could find.
You realize he was already dead when his soul was taken away. Why dig up his head?
My actions don't concern you. I just wanted to meet Abnur Tharn's lackey and determine if Queen Euraxia had anything to fear. The answer is quite clear. Your insignificance rivals that of the soul-shriven fool, which makes you eminently forgettable.
I've killed soul shrivens before. I could kill one right now if I wanted to.
Now about the rest of my body, O pestilent one.
Your insults won't hasten the process, betrayer.
But there's a terrible draft in what used to be my nether regions.
Where is Abnur Tharn?
Presenting Abnur Tharn, Grand Chancellor and Overlord of Nibene, Imperial Battle Mage of the Elder Council, and Patriarch of the Tharn Dynasty, and his bodyguard.
Ah, half-brother, your arrival, it's so unexceptional.
Pretending to be a queen
Hush, Abner, you bore me. Bodyguard, you look interesting. Come talk to me.
You heard her. Good luck.
My sources indicated that my son's murderer was somewhat taller. Ah, well. Now, why in the world should I even consider negotiating with the monster who murdered my dear Javad?
Wait. Who's Javad? He was your son? He tried to destroy Reaper's March. I actually don't remember that event. Or if I was even part of it.
And you killed him for that? By whose authority do you play judge, jury, and executioner? Oh, to think I once dreamed of torturing you for a dozen years. But I see now that you're not worth the effort. So, why come to me about the dragons?
There is no need to play games with me. Mullah Mir admitted to your alliance when we spoke.
You think that your flowery words will cause me to slip and reveal my deepest, darkest plan? Oh, how little you understand the mind of a Tharn. Instead, I think I will take you to the dungeons. Make you beg for mercy before I give your remains to Foom.
I never beg for mercy. You are no fool, Queen. What selfish Queen. You know he will destroy you once you've served your purpose.
Flowery words won't sway me, son killer. But you are correct about one thing. Mulamnir and I have a special relationship. An understanding. The dragons will secure my control of Elsweyr. With their help, nothing can stop me.
See? That's what I'm talking about. You're doing exactly what Mulamnir and the dragons want you to do. Just think about it.
Enough! Zumog Foom, what news do you bring?
The Desert Wind Adaptorium has fallen. We move against Riverhold on your word.
Then the word is given. Now, half-brother.
Treachery? How could I ever have anticipated this?
Guards, take them to the dungeons.
I think not.
You know, I was gonna engage in a battle. I really couldn't mind. Seriously, you used all that magic just to escape. What a coward you are. I could have easily destroyed these bastards.
Well, I suppose that could have gone better.
Alright, where are we and how do we get out of here?
I prepared for Euraxia's probable betrayal. Unfortunately, my teleport spell wasn't quite able to penetrate the palace wards. So we wound up down here, in the palace sewer.
Did you hear where Euraxia said to Foom?
We heard two things of note. First, Euraxian forces have invaded the Desert Wind Adaptorium for some insidious purpose. And second, my vile half-sister ordered an attack on Riverhold.
We need to warn Garshri.
One thing at a time, my companion, one thing at a time. I need to recover my strength after teleporting us into this skeever hole. I'll need your help to get out of here. Then we can deal with both Desert Wind and Riverhold.
Seriously, what happened? What happened to you? Like, after the incident with Manny Marco and more like Ball, you were stronger than this. Seriously, what happened? Is it your age, or did your magic get drained before, you know?
My age is finally catching up with me. Thank you so much for poking that open wound. Magic takes a toll on the body. I've been wielding powerful forces since before you were born. There's always a cost. You do well to remember that.
Fair enough, but you will recover, right?
Eventually. Quicker if you stop badgering me about it. My strength will return, it always does. Now get us out of this sewer so we can warn both Desert Wind and Riverhold.
Right. Nothing but a bunch of skeevers. Get out of my way, get out of my way. Get out of my way, Imperial. I'm not gonna call you scum because you're fine. But still kinda dislike you. Oh, and we have some trolls. Salamanders. Ah, guards.
Restrain the traitors. Move!
Traitors? Who are you calling it? We hardly even know each other. Well, you know... Well, you know this guy, but you barely even know me. You know, if this was made through Bethesda game engine, I would be a little freaked out. Anyways, I would be a little freaked out. Well, the thing of it is, I used to play Skyrim before.
The way out, finally. I can't abide another moment in this stench.
Stop interrupting me. Anyways, I used to play Skyrim before, and I had, well, I still have a phobia of frostbite spiders. I really cannot stand fighting, let alone look at the frostbite spiders. They just scare me, alright? I have a fear of spiders. Which is why I don't play Skyrim much. Nor do I have the special edition. Because if it weren't for those spiders, I would be doing more explorations more.
Well, that's an experience I won't be adding to my memoirs. We'll separate here. Make it harder for Euraxia's lackeys to follow us.
We failed. The party was a disaster.
Now. Things actually turned out better than I expected. We know that Euraxia wants something from the Desert Wind Adaptorium, and we know she's about to launch a counter-strike against Riverhold.
There's no way I could be in two places at the same time.
That's not exactly true. If my power wasn't depleted... Well, let's not digress. I'll go to Riverhold and warn Garishri. We'll make sure the city is ready for the attack. Meanwhile, you find out what's happening at the Desert Wind Adaptorium.
I've been to the Adaptorium. What else can you tell me about it?
Adaptoriums serve the same function as monasteries in other parts of Tamriel. Desert Wind and its adepts are dedicated to the Jan Kaj, literally the Order of the Desert Wind. Note that it has numerous entrances, in case the main door is blocked.
Alright, I'll go there. How far am I, by the way? Not too far. A dragon fight. Just gonna ignore the dragon from now on. Stop lagging! You know, this is one of the reasons why I don't really play Elder Scrolls Online much, because I really don't expect much from the developers behind them, or Bethesda. Like I said before...
Let no Euraxian enter this holy place.
Wait, I'm not one of them! Oh, this is a delve. Anyways. Bethesda really needs to step up the game. Elder Scrolls 6 is about... Well, when is it coming out? That I have no idea. But it is coming out. It is confirmed to come out. There's said to be a new engine, hopefully. Question is, will that new engine work? Will there be microtransactions in the Elder Scrolls 6? Hopefully not. Oh, I see a sky shard. Already at the start of this delve, I see a sky shard.
Invaders! This one will not allow you to enter this holy place.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow
You do
down.
not look like one of the Usurper Queen's soldiers. Who are you? And what are you doing down here?
I work with Euraxia. I heard about the attack on the Adeptatorium and came to help.
The Speaker of the Main sent you? This one expected we were on our own, what with the dragons and the battles to the north. Zamorak came down here to seal this spot, but now he thinks the Euraxians seek the Grand Adept.
Why would Euraxia's soldiers want the Grand Adept?
Desert Wind holds many Khajiit secrets, and the keeper of those secrets is the Grand Adept. If you truly want to help, follow Zamorak to the Grand Adept's chamber. Nine Winds, no! Get to the door! Go! Save the Grand Adept! Zamorak cannot hold this for long! Go! This one will find another way inside.
You're too late. The Grand Adept revealed all before I killed her. You are no match for my power. None can deny your presence.
Nothing but a bunch of cliched...
This can't be happening.
Nothing but a bunch of cliched words coming from NPC bosses. Do they not realize that I've defeated the Lord of Domination and Brutality, the Prince of Slaveries and Rape? And Vampirism? They have no idea.
Help me! Don't let Zumok Foom take my soul!
Foom? What's gonna happen to you?
Zumok Foom! This is the Necromancer's doing. Even in death, I continue to serve.
Why would he do this to you? Not that I really care.
He called it a blessing. Said it would protect me. Damn it! He claimed my soul! Please, you must help me. Release me from this curse!
Tell me what you came here for and I'll try to set you free. If you comply.
We came for an ancient secret, protected by the Grand Adept. She put up a good fight, I'll give her that. Zumog Foom seeks the location of the betrayer's body parts. I learned where the dismembered corpse was hidden. Now, please, help me!
Alright. Hold your horses.
The secret belongs to me. What the battle mage knew in life, she whispers to me in death. Soon Riverhold will fall, and the betrayer will be restored.
Damn you!
Let the fourth wind open the way. Grand Adept! No! Zamorak has failed. This one was too slow. Again. What has happened here? Who killed the Grand Adept?
One of her battle mages. I killed her, but I was too late to save the Grand Adept. And the Necromancer came.
Zamorak thanks you for avenging the Grand Adept. But why did they attack this peaceful Adeptorium? Why kill a harmless old student of the Desert Winds?
It's as you expected. They sought one of the Grand Adept's secrets. Unfortunately, they succeeded.
The Usurper Queen made a mistake when she had the Grand Adept killed. Whatever they came to find had an unintended consequence. It has roused the students of the Desert Winds. Zamorak pledges the Adepts to Gareshri's cause. Euraxia will fall.
Then take the Adepts to Riverhold. That's where Euraxia plans to strike next.
We are not many, but we are strong. The Adepts of the Desert Wind will aid the city. Zamorak will see you there, after he makes sure the Grand Adept receives the proper blessings.
This is why I cannot stand Imperials. Because all they do is invade other Alliance provinces.
I informed Gareshri and Chimera about what happened in Rimmon. They're mobilizing our remaining forces even as we speak. Now tell me, what did you learn at the Desert Wind Adeptorium?
Euraxians were sent to get information for Zumog Foom. He wants to recover the betrayer's body.
I often wondered who Cadwell was before he became a soul shriven. I know the tales of the betrayer, but I never equated the two. The Cadwell we know is so not that. We'll deal with Zumog Foom after we save Riverhold. Anything else to report?
The surviving Desert Wind adepts are coming to help defend the city.
Well, that's a bit of welcome news. Many of the adepts have remarkable martial skills that we could surely make use of. Speaking of which, are you ready to help defend the city?
Oh, you damn right I am.
For now, recover your strength and prepare yourself. Euraxia's forces will arrive soon, and we'll need you ready for the battle to come. And here, take this. Gareshri keeps handing me pouches, but I have little use for Khajiit gold.
I'm sorry, did you just say take a break?
Multiple. The Euraxians will be here. Multiple Cadwells, necromancers, dragons, and now Euraxian soldiers marching on Riverhold. This day just keeps getting better and better. Regardless, there's much to do and not a lot of time to do it.
At least I made it back before Euraxia soldiers started their attack.
Yes, but Gareshri's scouts report that they're on their way. Our parley seems to have aroused Euraxia's anger. What remains of Elsweyr's militia has taken up positions around town, but I fear they are too few in number. They need your help.
Obviously. Who doesn't need my help?
Garishri has placed the defense of the city in Chimera's hands. She moves the Desert Wind adepts, every volunteer she could muster, and what remains of the militia like pieces on a game board. Report to her, and she'll give you your orders.
Right.
Find Chimera outside and see what she requires.
We need your cart to help barricade the city, Grishka. The main will compensate you for any damage. I knew nothing good would come of Abnur Tharn's efforts to make peace with the usurper queen. Now she turns her attention to Riverhold. We must protect the city, no matter what Euraxia throws at us.
Thorn said to report to you for my orders.
So many have answered the call. Zamorak and the Desert Wind adepts, the people of Riverhold. Even that strange Cadwell. And now you, Fiveclaw. Excellent! I have things that need to be done, but not enough hands to do them. If you are willing.
Sure.
The outlying farms are vulnerable to attack. We need to get the farmers inside the walls before Euraxia's forces arrive. Go to Greenleaf Farm and convince Zazie to move her family. After that, I will send word as to what I need you to do next.
Wait, Walker. Zamorak will accompany you. This one would go with you to the Greenleaf Farm. The farmers there were kind when Zamorak passed that way on his return. He would help you convince them to find safety inside the town.
Where did you come from?
Exile. Circumstances forced Zamorak to leave the land he loves. This one never imagined returning to Elsweyr, but here he is. Zamorak will help, though he prefers to utilize his healing skills over his martial abilities. Zamorak understands, but that may be easier said than done. The last time this one used his martial skills, well, things did not go well. We can discuss this more later. Now let us go help the farmers. The farm lies to the northwest of the town. The fastest way to reach the farm is through the gate in the western wall.
With the hook. Then put fire salt in the tiny little nook.
Cadwell?
Sunlight, flowers, fresh air. How do you people tolerate this dreadful place? Sunlight.
He's quite busy at the moment.
Get out, servant, usurper queen. Before this one, close your eyes. Who are you to burst into our home without permission? Wait, this one recognizes the brawny adept standing behind you. What do you want with Zazie and her family? The Euraxians are already here. They seem to be searching for something. Though so far, they have left us alone. But this one's mate and brother, Kinaro and Hirsch, they are still in the fields. And we will not run while our family remains separated. You would do that? Thank you, Walker. Kinaro would try to hide, but my brother, Hirsch, can be hot-headed, and he hates the Euraxians. A lethal combination when faced with Euraxian steel. Please, hurry. This one's son plans to join the militia. Zazie would rather keep him safe, but children never appreciate the advice of their elders, yes? A few small caves lie to the west, in the hills. We use...
I should be the one to...
Imperial scum! Okay, just to be clear, I'm not saying that all Imperials are bad. It's these Imperials that piss me off.
Stay back! Go away! Haven't you done enough?
Relax, I don't work for Euraxia, nor am I a killer.
Zazie, is she safe? Thank John and Jode. Dark moons, what a disaster. The soldiers appeared and chased us out of the fields. Then they started digging. Hirsch threw a rock. They responded with an arrow. Now my mate's brother is dead. I heard one of the soldiers mention body parts. Such gruesome work. But no one is buried in our fields, at least as far as I know. Oh, Walker, I have no idea how Zazie will react to the news of Hirsch's death. Dark moons, indeed.
This one will say the words to guide Hirsch to the sands behind the stars.
Thank you, Adept. I'll go and break the sad news to Zazie.
Damn the Imperials for... Well, actually... Euraxia. To hell with her... to hell with her for harming my people. She will pay.
We all grieve for Hirsch, Miniza.
This one's brother now walks the endless sands behind the stars. Zazie's sorrow is only eclipsed by the hatred she feels towards the Euraxians.
Grief later. You need to get out of here. Head inside of the town.
This one's brother would want us to stay here and defend our farm. Zazie would be a poor sister and a poorer matriarch of this family if she tucked her tail between her legs and slunk away.
The force is already outside. You'll die just staying here, just like your brother.
But... damn you, Walker! We can't even spare a moment to take care of Hirsch's remains? No. The living are more important than the dead. We will go into the city. However, if this one gets killed anyway, she promises to haunt you.
That's what they all say. Well, not all of them.
Ah, Five Claw. Good. I have another task for you. I hoped to catch you before you were done here. I need you to head west. Nalado's scouts identified a number of Euraxian supply camps set up near the mountains. I want you to help Nalado and her soldiers disrupt the Euraxian supply lines.
What would I need to do there?
These western camps support the soldiers that encircle the city. Find the camps, startle their horses, and set fire to their wagons. Nalado's soldiers will grab whatever supplies they can, but your goal is to inflict mayhem and destruction.
That I can do.
Once you scare off the horses and set fire to the wagons, that will be the signal for Nalado's soldiers to grab the supplies. And if any of the Euraxians complain, feel free to deal with them however you see fit. Zumog Fum! He wants to resurrect the betrayer from the ancient tales of Kunzari. Ever since Abnur Tharn made the Moonsingers recall those legends, we have been haunted by them. But that is the next problem. First, we must protect Riverhold. Do some damage, Fiveclaw. You were right, Fiveclaw. They are searching.
I prefer that you call me Tenclaw. Actually, I'm fine with being called Fiveclaw. Wait, Hollowed Moon. I'd rather be called Hollowed Moon. I mean, that's basically my title. I gotta kill. Wait, no. I don't have to kill horses. I just gotta scare them off. Mayhem and destruction. Hey, they're the one who caused destruction first. Come on. Burn! Come on! Let me burn! Let me burn! Come on!
Sleek and lively. Grab what you can.